All right, hold on. Before we start the show tonight, I gotta say something. I just want to say I'm sorry. Seriously, I'm sorry if what we say on this podcast bothers some people. I'm sorry if there's a little secret society of wrestling content creators out there that think they run the business, that think they decide who gets to talk about wrestling and who doesn't. I'm sorry that we never asked for permission. I'm sorry that we just turned on the microphones and started saying what everybody else is too scared to say. And I'm sorry that somehow along the way we might have become the best damn wrestling podcast in the world. And if that hurts some feelings, if that makes a few people uncomfortable, well, I'm sorry, but not really. Because we're the real ones. If you don't believe we're the best in the world, then I've only got one thing left to say to you. You are cursed. Jesse, ring the bell.
You are now listening to the Ringside Renaissance Wrestling Podcast.
And we're back for another episode of Ringside Renaissance. And we're here talking WWE Smackdown and WWE Monday Night Raw. And we are Raw. Just how we like it. Do you like it? Do you like Smackdown on Friday night? Or do you like it Raw on a Monday night? Well, guess what? We like both, baby. Yeah. And we are, as seen on Netflix, Busted Open Approved, and the original bad boys of the wrestling podcast world. And we are rated RR for Ringside Renaissance. And I'm here with the best co-host, the best tag team partner, the best friend in the world, very deadly Jesse. Yeah, and I'm Andrew Kombat Jones. Yeah, click, clack. I got my stripes on, baby. And you already know, we at it. You heard it from the intro. We're back with another episode of Ringside Renaissance Hausen.
We are here.
Yeah.
We are here because we can't be there. What we need you to do is like, share, and subscribe. Join the Renaissance. What a week of wrestling we had. WWE Hausen, Smackdown Hausen, Raw Hausen. We are here. We are very evil, very nice, very evil.
Yes, very nice, very evil. Yes. Dealing with SmackDown and Raw and all the fallout and all the controversy and all the dislikes on Cody Rhodes winning the WWE Undisputed World Heavyweight Champion, etc.
For as many Cody crybabies as there's just as many anti-Cody crybabies that are just going to bitch and complain that when he does win. Like, there's people that bitch and complain when he loses, and there's just the same amount that bitch and complain when he wins. It's like, you can't find a middle ground here. But what we found the middle ground is smack dab in the middle of the IWC, where the most toxic wrestling fans dwell. The 40-year-old virgins that live in their mother's basement, and they jerk off into their old socks and rags and don't ever wash them and put them on when they go to the store to get their 2-liter bottles of Sunkist. And that's where we are.
Yeah, I mean, chill, dude. Stop blowing up my spot, God. Stop blowing up my spot. All right? Come on. My mom's going to hear me. No,
that's right.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace. But, you know.
That's right. Hey, you pointed up. I knew where you were going. I knew you were going with that.
Yeah.
Let's get into some SmackDown and Raw. I got to say, Kombat Jones, he's geared up over there in the camouflage. He's ready for battle. Let's get into battle here with SmackDown and Raw.
Crazy week.
I know. I got to ask you first and foremost with everything else going on, because I've been noticing it for a couple weeks and I haven't mentioned it to you. What do you think of Randy Orton's new T-shirt?
Oh, I thought you were going to say I'm glowing. I thought you were going to ask me why.
Oh, I know what that glow is. I've known you a long time. I know what that glow is, buddy.
It never stops. I'm the best on the microphone, the best to rap, the best to ever do it, the best to play guitar, the best to come out of wherever. I'm your rapper's favorite rapper, just like your wrestler's favorite wrestler. Don't get it confused. They already know. I'm validated. I'm certified. And my name is Combat Jones for a goddamn reason.
Combat Jones is the best to come out of wherever and the best to come in wherever. He is the man.
Yes. Anyways, back to what were you saying again?
Randy Orton's t-shirt. There's two things I got to say about this. Three things. One, I've never seen Randy Orton wear that light of a blue. Two, the graphic on it is a little bit childish, but I enjoy it. If this is his WrestleMania run t-shirt, I'm a little bit disappointed. And three, I've never seen him wear that baggy of a t-shirt before. He usually likes to show off his cuts and how tight of fitting a shirt he can wear. If you think Combat Jones rocks a schmedium, man, you got to tell you, Randy Orton goes one size lower than that. But man, I was going to buy the Randy Orton t-shirt.
Well, that would be the three most important letters in fashion. XXL.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. He's trying to figure it out. Randy Orton came out to the ring, was talking about facing whoever wins the championship match later on that evening, Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes. And I know you were excited about this because we got Whoop That Trick with the, what are they?
The lemon pepper steppers.
I cannot do it as good as you, man. I just got to let you rock that one out.
Lemon pepper steppers, yeah.
Trick Williams is a star, bro. He's going to be.
He is. He's over. He's on all the TV interview show channels, everything you could think of. He was on Power 105, the Breakfast Club with Charlemagne the God. Like he's over, and he's bringing it, man. You gotta respect it. I didn't see it in NXT, really. I always thought Carmelo Hayes was the man, and they got this Trick Williams guy back here hyping him up, and, like, I didn't think much of it, and now it's like, I guess he's outdone Carmelo Hayes at this point, right? Carmelo Hayes wasn't in the Elimination Chamber to go to WrestleMania. He got the U.S. title, so he has a title before Trick. I'll give it to that, but Trick is a star, man. With the intro, with everybody chanting his name, and then being a heel on top of that for the most part, like, he's just over. And when you see him in interviews and you see him outside and out and about and talking to people and stuff like that, you see how grateful he really is to be in that position from how far he's come and made it that far. Like, they were messing around with him about, like, I think where he played football and stuff like that, and having him sign his old jersey or a photo of him when he was playing football and stuff. And you could just tell he appreciates it all in the moment, and he's worked hard for it. So much respect to Trick Williams. So you got to whoop that trick. I would whoop that.
I don't understand when the fans chant "whoop that trick." It's like they're telling him that someone's going to whoop his ass. Like, I'm trying to figure out why that makes sense at all, but I'm not going to overlook it. I'm going to ask you right now.
Yeah,
what do you think? Yeah, man. Oh,
Whoop that trick, man.
What? What do you think the haters are going to say about Triple H? They're not going to be able to call him Triple K anymore when in 2 years it's Oba Femi versus Trick Williams for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania, because that's going to happen, right?
It's possible. Yeah, something's going to happen. They might still be calling him in this year after who knows happens with Oba Femi, because he's on his power trip run right now, but it's got to stop somewhere, and hopefully it's with Brock Lesnar. I'm thinking they're working towards that.
I think so.
Yeah, because he's just squashing everybody for the most part.
Yeah, Johnny Gargano isn't it, pal.
Yeah, I want to plank. I want to plank everywhere. He's just so mad that Tommaso Ciampa's gone, but Kit Wilson, where is he at? Like, come on. Bring him back. We need him. We need Danhausen. We need Kit Wilson. We need them all.
Oh, imagine those two together. That's going to be cinema.
Cinema. Broadway.
Cinemahausen.
Yes.
Yes. Very nice. I think that the celebration for Lash Legend and Nia Jax was a bit too much. Does anybody really care that they won the tag team championships outside of Lash Legend and Nia Jax? Because it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I seen the champagne glasses out there and seen that they were going to have a celebration going, and then they said who it was for. I was like, oh man. I mean, I'll say I got a lot of respect for Lash Legend. I think she's great. She's really done her thing, but she's been good since she went solo. So,
yeah.
And
she's not solo anymore, though. That's the problem.
No, she's not, and she's a heavy hitter in the ring, and she is teamed up with somebody good with Nia Jax. I think that them as a team is a good team in reality. Like they are the irresistible forces. You can't stop that, especially Nia Jax. And but Lash Legend, she's a hard hitter, and you could tell she's in there when she goes. Like she gonna knock your ass down. But I was not like looking forward to seeing Charlotte and Alexa again together going against them and disrupting everything and that whole side of things.
Do you think that's going to lead to like a Charlotte and Alexa feud down the road? I think that's what a lot of people are like kind of looking at here, but
yeah, I guess so.
It doesn't matter, I guess, at this point. But
yeah,
they did become the number one contenders for the women's tag team title. And I'm not going to, I know we talked about this before we started recording. We're not going to talk about the whole Carmelo Hayes USA Championship or US Championship Open Challenge. And you know what? There's 30 guys sitting back and catering, just like looking for an opportunity to get on TV. And do we have any of them come out and wrestle him? No, we have El Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr. come out. Absolute bullshit, bro.
It was dog shit. I thought I was watching AEW for a second. I thought it was going to be that Viking guy too at first. I didn't know what the hell was going on.
He held the Viking. I thought so too.
I'm out of my element here. I don't know.
Yeah, and there's people on X that were telling us, oh, well, you need to watch this match with when he fought this guy, it was really good. And when he had this match in NXT, I'm sure it was, but this match sucked. I'm sorry, but like it was really
and they looked like they didn't like they had to talk throughout the match and like they
did,
and like figure it out, and it just wasn't flowing, and it just wasn't it. And obviously down the line, it seems like it's still leading to Ilya Dragunov with Carmelo Hayes, obviously, but that's just like a back and forth thing. Like you got to change up the story a little bit here and there. Like it's becoming a little repetitive, in my opinion. But Melo is over, at least. It's gotten him over getting the title, which is cool. I ain't mad at that, but
no, it's cool. And like defending it almost a weekly basis, I think that's really good to expose the title a little bit more and kind of protect the Undisputed Championship a little bit more. That doesn't have to be defended every week if we have the mid-card titles defended. But I like what Carmelo Hayes is doing with it. And I like him better than that the crowd's kind of accepted him as a babyface. Like, that's kind of his pocket right now. Like, he's just the arrogant babyface that people like to get behind. I can get behind that. I like Carmelo Hayes, but I didn't like the no direction that he had when he first came into SmackDown. But I understand the partnership with TNA and the partnership with AAA and everything else that they have going on and stuff, but I mean, I could see sending WWE talent down to AAA to try to boost their ratings a little bit, but you ain't bringing El Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr. up here and picking up views. I mean, what are we even doing right now?
And it's a 3-hour show, so they're trying to fill stuff and trying to fill some holes out there, and it ain't quite working for what they're doing. They
need Sami fight him.
Have Sami.
Like
have somebody.
Sammy's got this whole thing of like not being like a success story, and he's struggling with Cody and everything else. It's like slow like dive into madness that Sammy's having. Let him lose the challenge against Carmelo Hayes. Like it just makes perfect sense. Like I don't know, I don't get it.
So a lot of going on between Sami and then Randy Orton, of course, backstage. Getting some advice and talking about Cody and talking to Cody, very interesting kind of exchange again. We don't know what they're doing with Sami. I was almost expecting Sami to get involved with the match that was happening, but maybe that's soon to come, and they're still leading towards that. But with it being a 3-hour show, they got to work other things in, and they had the tag team turmoil match to determine the number one contenders for the SmackDown WWE Tag Team Championships. And I was not mad at all when I seen R-Truth and Damian Priest in a team together, and I'm like, oh, okay,
Awesome.
they gotta win now. They gotta win. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what we were going for, and what we'll speak on after about the Judgment Day. But like that's what we missed in the Judgment Day. Was that interaction between them, and everybody else? And they won, so we're gonna see where it leads now. That leads them towards the MFTs, and thank God the Wyatt sucks have been banished again, taken out again, and their lantern is gone again. So
best part of SmackDown. Best part of SmackDown.
Props to the MFTs. Down. Yeah, the only part of the Bloodline I kind of got some love for right now, honestly.
Okay, I really appreciate that as well. Anytime the Wyatt sucks goes down, it's a good day in my book. But yeah, the tag team turmoil match was awesome. I thought it was pretty like out of left field when they teamed Damian Priest with R-Truth, but I kind of thought about it a little bit. I watched the match, and this match didn't really blow me away with them, but it's like, you know what, both of them are sitting around. Damian Priest had a really big fall from grace after he lost the World Heavyweight title. R-Truth came back, had that momentum that kind of played out, but it's like, let's see what they can do together. The tag team division isn't really that hot right now, so
And R-Truth is gone completely bald now.
Yeah, had to. Yeah.
And they were, and let's face it, they brought him back almost just to appease the crowd, and then they sent him off and said, "Hey, go do your rap career and make an album and tour, so you don't have to be on TV because we didn't want you here in the first place." Basically, from what we got from Unreal and everything. So it's good to see that he's back and doing his thing, and he's going to be in a match. And I think basically all this is doing is setting them up, Damian Priest and R-Truth, to be able to be in WrestleMania and have like a WrestleMania moment, and then kind of take two birds with one stone there, so they can be the champions or go in as the champions, or, you know, face for the champions at WrestleMania and be part of something in it.
And like I said, I mean, it's good to see. I mean, Damian Priest has his following. R-Truth's obviously going to be an over. He's just over. He can show up and just do goofy stuff. I'd like to see Danhausen and R-Truth kind of interact a little bit. I think, oh yeah, you like that?
Double,
the ear clap? Yes.
Yeah, and R-Truth, you know, still doing Cena's moves and everything. You know, he's still Ron Cena, so yeah.
Has to at this point.
Yep.
Yeah, congrats to them. Going back to Sami Zayn, man, we saw Sami Zayn interact with Cody Rhodes earlier and apologize for what he was doing. And then, like you said, he talked to Randy Orton. And I have a bold prediction with all this that I said to you, is that if you remember last year, right before Karrion Kross departed from WWE, like the big thing that he was trying to do is he was trying to get that evil side to come out of Sami, and he kept trying to get it out of him, telling him, "I know who you are, show him who you really are," all that different stuff that was going on, and Sami would not turn to the other side. But the telling part of all of this is when he was talking to Randy Orton. And Randy Orton said to him, sometimes you got to listen to the voices in your head. And who was the voice in his head for months at a time was Karrion Kross.
Karrion Kross.
He's coming back, bro. He is coming back.
We're going to speak it into existence. This is positive, evil manifesting right now for Las Vegas. So
it's happening.
I hope you're right. I hope you're right.
It just makes all the sense in the world. I mean, it's like that whole storyline was built around like Karrion Kross like trying to do the angel devil on Sami Zayn's shoulder. Now Randy Orton's hinting at him, hey, if you want to get ahead, you have to listen to the devil side.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, well, who was the devil that was trying to pull him in way back when? I mean, what are they going to do? Have Aleister Black or Malachi Black be the guy now? I mean, that's kind of...
Oh, yeah, and then he was right there after. It was kind of like a dig, too. So I don't know about the Karrion Kross thing. I mean, I hope that's true, but then they had, Aleister Black and
Zelina Vega.
Zelina Vega, yeah.
But that's funny, is like what...
Vega.
As soon as Karrion Kross and Scarlett left, like Malachi Black and Zelina Vega kind of took that exact same role and do the exact same thing that they were doing.
Yeah.
But I would love to see it, man. You know, I kind of originally thought because Paul Heyman texts Karrion Kross during that interview. But I'll talk about that more when I get to Raw. But, I mean, even if it's just a one-off, let Karrion Kross come and have his moment in Vegas, because everybody saw what happened, and I think it'd be a good kind of redemption arc, even if it's just a one-off, you know?
Make everybody look good in the end, too. Yeah, and put everybody over. And Randy Orton, what we had saw in with his promo and then leading in with Sami seems to be kind of I don't know. We don't know what to expect out of him. You know, he didn't really care who he was going to face at the end of the day. He just says he's winning. What is he winning? Number 15 now? Will it be 15 or 16?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
15. Yeah, 15. So he's still got more to go then if he's going to catch John Cena. But I don't know if that's.
Yeah, I don't think he
that's
will.
What's going to happen. I don't think so either. I don't. Yeah, it's too much they put into John Cena's whole thing to let somebody break that record now, I think, honestly, and it is what it is. Just leave it at that.
Yeah,
but
I think they're going to let him be the sole third place guy with 15 and just let it be. You know, I think Randy Orton's probably going to retire this year. Gunther's going to choke him out later this year.
Jesus. You got a fascination with Gunther.
He's a career killer. What are you going to have him go out and not have Gunther be the one to pull the trigger?
No, he's going to kill. He's going to kill Dragon Lee's career at WrestleMania. That's what he's going to do. Yeah.
How do you go from
what a momentum killer? I don't want to call him a career killer. Bro. I'm going to call Triple H the momentum killer at this point, because with all due respect, I'll take a job and all that. I'll backtrack that, but you are the momentum killer because you know, John Cena, AJ Styles, you know, everybody, Dragon Lee, and then we go to Dragon Lee, and then it's just for weeks and weeks and weeks, and then nothing. It's just, what are we doing? The biggest thing, that up, John Cena, and it's nothing. There's no story.
When you bring that up online too, man, the IWC comes out in droves like, no, I'm interested in seeing where this is going. Dragon Lee's a very good wrestler. And
Dragon Lee's
I
amazing.
Understand. Okay, he could be this amazing luchador, probably the greatest luchador of all time. Here we go. You know what I mean? Like, I really don't care about that. There's levels to this. You just retired earlier. You retired Goldberg.
Right.
Then you retired John Cena. Then you retired AJ Styles. Now look at, like, Goldberg was the biggest star in WCW. Gunther retired him. John Cena was the biggest star in WWE. Gunther retired him, even though he was going to retire regardless of who he faced. That's irrelevant. AJ Styles was a huge star in WWE, the biggest star in TNA history. Gunther retired him. Like, these are like legends of the ring that all are Hall of Famers. And now he's going to have a feud with Dragon Lee.
And I'm not mad that Dragon Lee stepped in at one point at first to, you know, show some respect for AJ Styles, but to drag it out over weeks and weeks continuously with no match and nothing going forward, it doesn't make sense. And then where is that leaving Gunther now for WrestleMania? Because we've heard nothing. We heard nothing on Raw. Nope. We heard nothing on SmackDown. So it's like, what are we doing? Who's going to fill it? Yeah.
Do you think it's going to be Rey Mysterio?
I don't know. We haven't seen him or heard nothing. There's not much time left. I mean, we got about a month left or so.
Don't be one of those people. We got a month, bro. We got a whole month of Raws and SmackDowns to get to where we got to go. These people, there's no story. There's no story for these matches. We have a month to build the story.
Long-term storytelling.
Yeah.
I mean, no, you know, Gunther, as long as they put him up against somebody good, he'll put on a good match. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
Besides Dragon Lee, you can get that over with before you get to WrestleMania. Like, you've already got it over with. You already choked them out and limped them out 5 times. Like, Blue Chew wouldn't revive that. So, you know.
All right. So anyway,
Combat Jones. Yeah.
So Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre for the undisputed WWE Championship. I know there was a lot of people that were online that had a lot of bad things to say about this, that Drew McIntyre had at the moment going to WrestleMania to be the champion, to face Randy Orton at the main event of night 1 of WrestleMania. But it was not to be, because this time, the son of a plumber, Cody Rhodes, captured that title for the third time. He is WWE undisputed champion.
And I just got to say,
it was really interesting.
You can't keep getting away with it.
Like, what are we doing here? Like,
did you hear anywhere between Elimination Chamber when this match was announced all the way up until the announcement, like the ring announcer introducing them before the match started, that this was a no DQ match?
No.
Like, not whatsoever. And then, like, I saw them bring the table out, could slam through a table.
Well, the other table broke on accident.
Yeah. Well, then Cody Rhodes put a submission on Drew McIntyre, and Drew McIntyre grabbed the ropes, and the referee was just standing there. And I was like, when did this become a no DQ match? Like, I don't remember when that was ever announced whatsoever, but apparently it was. So
the minute they had to have Jacob Fatu, get involved.
Yeah, shut him in. Yeah.
Shot out of main, yada main.
Yo, and I know we were big proponents of Joe Tessitore when he first came in.
I
Dude
don't mind him
sucks now.
still. You think he sucks? I thought you were talking about the ring announcer more.
No, I like him. I fucking love it, dude. He's got the juice.
You like the ring announcer?
Yes, bring it on.
I could do it better, but I can do everything better.
Nick, whatever his name is. His name's probably like Joe. But no, when Drew McIntyre had the chair and Joe Tessitore's like, not this way, Drew McIntyre, not this way. And then Jacob Fatu came out of nowhere and grabbed the chair. And he's like, of course, it's Jacob Fatu. He just took the chair from Drew McIntyre. I'm like, Jesus, put some juice into it, pal. Like, I know I'm very monotone, and we've been called out a few times for being monotone when we talk, but like, I'm not broadcasting to like millions of people worldwide. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I'd have a little more fucking juice if that was the case.
Yeah, I've been called monotone once or twice. Yeah. Until I turn into Complex Jones, then it's all over. Right. Yeah,
and you got that Barry White voice going on. Real
nobody
quick.
else is monotone when they're with me. I'll tell you that either. Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, because every time it's yeah.
So at the end of the day, everybody's seen it. At the end of the day, everybody's seen it. Cody Rhodes did defeat Drew McIntyre 1, 2, 3. He is the new champion. Now it's going to be Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. I think is the better match than Drew and Randy, respectfully, because it's the bigger story. And when Cody had the championship on his first run, we kept having those little teases of Randy Orton staring at the title and slapping the title and just giving it a little side eye and stuff. And they should have pulled the trigger on this a year and a half ago, but it's where the money is.
It's where the money is. It was the right choice and right thing to do to put Cody against Randy, like you said. It's the bigger matchup. It sucks for Drew. I hate to see him get cut short with such a short title run again, at another time, but he doesn't necessarily need the title either to get involved. I would assume he's probably still going to try to get involved in some type of way, or with him and Jacob Fatu at WrestleMania now, possibly. That would make sense. But he was able to bring a lot of fire out of Cody Rhodes, which I think which is very good. The problem with it is that's what was making it very compelling, because Drew was just screwing Cody over left and right. So that's why I was almost rooting for Cody to lose. But at the same time, they need him at WrestleMania. It is what it is. Like it or hate it or love it or not, or kind or whatever. But can Cody Rhodes find a way to continue this momentum of this fire with Randy Orton until WrestleMania to make this a must-see match? Just, it's a must-see match. It's Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton, right? But we need some extra fire there. So somebody's going to have to snap on somebody or something. Like, we got it with Punk and Roman, like, in spades, So hopefully, some type of way or another, maybe Sami Zayn's going to get in there and get in the ear, one of them, or somebody's going to screw somebody. But we need some hardcore Triple X action going on. God damn. Yeah.
Are you Team Cody or Team Randy? Let us know in the comments. And we'll see more on SmackDown. This is kind of new and fresh. Like, and what am I?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I am too at this point.
Let Randy win the 15th. I think that, and that's the moment too, because
piss off Dave LaGreca too at this point.
Well,
yeah.
I've had enough. This is time. Every time.
It's not gonna be a 5-star match.
It's gonna be a good fight. I think that Cody Rhodes wanted the honor of taking the 3 for Randy Orton to win his 15th title.
Right.
I think that just makes a lot of sense because of the legacy that they were in years ago with Ted DiBiase Jr. and everything else.
Yeah.
And it makes all the
They
sense
better
in the
bring
world
the
to
drama,
me,
though. They better bring the drama and the juice for WrestleMania for that main event, because if not, it's going to feel kind of lackluster. Like, something's got to happen.
Something's
If it's just like friendly, me versus you, like mano y mano, and we're still
no.
baby faces at the end of the day, I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah,
I'll need to whip. I'll take the John Cena shit over last year compared to that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they need to like whip their dongs out and start fucking crossing swords or something. Like, do something.
Yeah, do
like
something.
It needs to have some drama to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're gonna call yourself Raheem. Like, come on. Like,
yeah, and I've seen those tights that Randy Orton wears. There isn't much to compare, but we'll get there. Whoa. Those sounded too young. We're not Trump here. But
we're not on the list there. Yeah.
Sidebar before we go to Raw.
Yes.
Did you see that one UFC fighter when they asked him why he wasn't fighting at the White House event?
Oh,
and
no.
he said, there's no fans there. It's just a bunch of Trump's friends, and I'm not going to hang out with the Epstein list. I said, okay, here we go.
Okay.
Here we go. He'll probably never fight again, but good on you.
Yep. We'll see. Yeah.
And also, shout out before we go to Raw to Gunther being on What Do You Want to Talk About with Cody Rhodes, because I don't feel like and we listen to a lot of the podcasts and stuff, and I like the Seth Rollins on Club Shay Shay and all this different stuff that we listen to.
Yeah, that was good. That was real good. Good.
I just don't think Gunther does that kind of thing a lot. So to kind of peel back the layers a little bit and kind of get to know a little bit of the person Gunther, which I think that he didn't pull the curtain back too much, but
no, he doesn't. Because he did the same on the Undertaker's podcast a couple months ago, I believe. And it was kind of the same thing. He knows the line and he don't cross it. So
yes,
he's old school. You could tell for sure.
Big shout out to him.
Gotta respect it. Yep.
But man, where is
and we got the Miz. We got the Miz with Danhausen backstage with Nick Aldis, and more of his demands to be the must-see person and to be in a movie and to be a champion, and all his other demands, or Miz is going to get cursed. I'm not sure what worse can happen to Miz at this point to be cursed and lose, but we love that Danhausen. So regardless, you keep cursing them all. Yeah.
I would much have rather it be Finn Bálor that kind of mentors Danhausen, but this is interesting because the Miz is such comedy gold, and I think the timing with them is going to be great. And if that leads to a Miz and Danhausen match at WrestleMania, so be it.
Some people are saying Money in the Bankhausen. Well, I think Danhausen was saying it, to be fair.
Okay, I was going to say
he's saying he's Yeethausen, he's everything Hausen at this point. So
listen, I mean, we're big fans, and we love what he does, and I know he's like a big merch seller this past week, and they even made one of those like beat up Buddy dolls of him that's going to be coming out soon. But let's
the
pump
blimp
the
is
brakes.
being made.
Let's pump the brakes a little bit on Money in the Bank.
Bro, I'm telling you, there will be a blimp at WrestleMania with Danhausen on it. I'm predicting.
You think so?
Yes, there's going to be a blimp.
Okay.
It might be
the inside track.
It might be a small blimp, but there will be a blimp.
So it's got to be. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Remember the 1-800-COLLECT blimp that used to go around during the pay-per-views and stuff way back in the day? That was pretty exciting.
There will be a blimp. Yeah.
Monday Night Raw.
Yeah. Yeet. That's right.
I don't even remember exactly fully how this started out, but I remember the beginning and the end wasn't really much, and there wasn't really much meat in between all of it anyway. So
I remember how it started out.
Oh, here we go.
And it started like this. Who's this? Who's that? Who's it? Who's me? Who's that? Who's this? Who's this?
One of the corniest things I think I've ever seen on Raw, and we went through the era of like Max Moon and all of that other bullshit that used to happen on Monday Night Raw all the time. When Bobby the Brain Heenan wasn't allowed into the Manhattan Center.
What a bullshit.
What
Yes.
a bunch of like.
I feel like they
what
had the
is
cup
Seth
going with the ball
Rollins
in the cup,
doing?
and they're moving the cup around, and you got to figure out with the ball in the cup. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? But no,
like
it's just the same person. It's me, Seth Freaky Rollins, baby.
I kept my eye on Seth Rollins the whole time, and he was like just being like this, trying to be ridiculous. I want to know is where is the security? Because if those 20 other guys don't work for WWE, I want to just show up to a WWE event wearing all black and putting a ski mask on and just jumping in when they jump in, and like they won't know. No.
Even Logan Paul touched on it on Impulsive on his podcast, saying that it's not safe because there's so many masked men in the crowd now just jumping the barrier. You don't know who it's going to be at what time and when. Like anybody could just do it. And you know, it might be a liability they need to get under control, but at least we know it's Seth Rollins now. I don't understand the whole point of it. Of all these, are they gonna just keep doing that? Like, for God's sakes, I hope not. Like, just leave it at where it is now. Let the whole masked man thing go and just stay Seth. Or are you just gonna keep coming out with 20 people, and then every time somebody sees that one of them is slightly overweight and looks a little bit older, they swear to God it's Chris Jericho, you know, but you gotta break the walls down.
Yeah, he breaks the scales down. Yeah, he breaks the scales down.
We keep getting hints, but we'll see. Oh God, yes, we'll see.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure if that's ever going to happen. I'm not going to be upset if it doesn't happen. What I am upset about is like 20 ninjas running around. It reminds me of that AFI music video when they were all like doing the fucking ninja kicks in the crowd and shit the whole time, which started a whole era of like punk rock mosh pits that I can't stand anymore. People all standing 3 feet away from each other, like doing this and kicking. Dude, I just want to go punch those people right in the face. If I am ever at a show with any of those people that sit there and do these like,
I know for a fact you've already been at a show like that.
I have, but from now on, I'm putting I am planting my flag in the ground right now. If I see that ever again, I'm gonna punch one of those idiots in the face because it fucking.
We used to have real mosh pits back in the day. You know, we go to the show up at the Coffee Camp or whatever in Plattsburgh,
Trinity
New York.
Church,
Trinity Church, and we'd be out there and out in the crowd, and they'd be taking people out in ambulance. You know, we'd be up there. I'd be up there going crazy, and people get their shirts all ripped off and bloody, and that's how a mosh pit's supposed to be.
We were there.
Yeah, we were there. I caused that.
I love how this was a 2.5 hour episode of Raw, and Travis Scott. Yeah. Too bad his song isn't even the theme for Raw anymore.
I could swallow a bottle of
alcohol.
Monster, like you get in the way, I'ma feed you to the monster. Monster. I feel like a villain out of a black monster. Godzilla, sides with a monster. Blood on the dance floor. Louis V carpet. Fire. 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 Blood on the Louis V carpet.
Yeah, there's a 2.5 hour. There we go. Monster. What a banger, huh?
Yes.
I identify with that song so much.
Yeah.
A 2.5 hour episode of Monday Night Raw. There was 3 matches on this whole thing. So disappointing. They had the women's gauntlet match for the number 1 contender for the IC title. Where has Roxanne Perez been?
Good point. Yeah, she wasn't with the Judgment Day. I
thought she was in this gauntlet match as well, and she wasn't.
Shit. I didn't even realize that when the whole thing was going down with them. But yeah, the gauntlet match. Yeah, she wasn't in that.
I haven't seen her at all.
No, me neither. That's interesting. I wonder if she's hurt. But the gauntlet match was good. I didn't mind the gauntlet match. I thought it was good. I mean, I was hoping and I was assuming that Bayley was going to win, just for like the history between Bayley and AJ Lee. I think it's a good dynamic. It's something both wanted, and it's something that the crowd in the WWE universe wants. You know, they could go a lot of places with it too if they really want to. If not, I thought it was going to be Asuka. obviously. But there's some stuff there with Bayley, and she can easily snap, as we've seen. So she may turn on AJ Lee before we know it. And then Lyra's got something going on with her too. So we'll see what happens, you know?
What do you think about Bayley's ring attire?
I mean, what do you mean? What do I think about her?
Well, everybody's talking about the Bayley BL, but
the BBL Bayley.
Yeah, but
BBL Bayley. Yeah, it's all right.
It's no, like I'm just saying.
I know. Yeah, that's up. Yeah.
It's up for debate.
Yeah.
Lyra Valkyria, though, man, she's a little bit slithery, slimy, snake slithering in the grass, dude. I don't know.
She might be.
I don't know. Everybody's talking about Bayley snapping and being the heel here, but is Lyra gonna? I don't know. Lyra looked a little bit jealous, even though she's the one that helped Bayley win,
right,
and become the #1 contender. I don't know if she's going to be the one that ends up snapping on Bayley, because she's kind of got a little bit of a side eye on Bayley when all this is going on as well.
Well, it's interesting because I would think that they would have this whole thing drag out a little longer, or like a tournament or something, and it would be like Bayley versus AJ Lee at WrestleMania. But we're getting it next week. Yeah. So that's quite interesting, and there's no way AJ Lee's dropping the title that fast, I would assume, right? No,
I think it's going to be AJ and
Becky again.
Becky Lynch
and Becky's going to get involved, and somehow it's going to lead to that.
Yeah,
or not.
Well, you think about the full circle moment though, because if Becky tries to get
Bayley
involved,
and AJ. Triple threat.
Yeah, well, you got to think about Lyra involved too, because last year at WrestleMania, remember, Bayley got taken out by Becky Lynch, which caused Becky to take the spot and return and help Lyra Valkyria win the tag team championship. So there's a lot of history involved there. Like, Becky's the one that took the WrestleMania away from Bayley last year, so you can weave that in. Could be a fatal 4-way for the IC title at WrestleMania. I'd be down with that.
Yeah, I wonder where that leaves Asuka and Kairi Sane and their whole story too. You know? Interesting.
Stay with the tag team division.
Yeah, I guess they gotta at this point. But yeah, I expect AJ Lee's gonna go into WrestleMania as a champion. It seems like they're almost like they've like already alluded to it, even though they're already having this match. Like, I'm pretty sure that's kind of like they put it out there. CM Punk and AJ Lee are going into WrestleMania as champions. Like, but
that's the same thing as having Finn versus Punk at Elimination Chamber when we already had the face off with Roman Reigns and CM Punk. Like, all right now.
Right.
So also we had I know you're a big Danhausen fanhausen, and I am as well. And but also we have had as well of note that Combat Jones is a big fan of a Gulf of America and El Grande Americano Original. What did you think about Danhausen cursing him? And
he cursed
a little
the
bit
wrong
heartbreaking.
He cursed the wrong El Grande Americano, but in the end, I guess he kind of asked for it, and he was a little rude, so he got cursed. Yes, and Gracias never made it out to the ring, and the other El Grande Americano, Spanish speaking. Well, Spaniard Spanish speaking.
German Spanish.
German. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Austrian, German, Spanish speaking El Grande Americano made it out against Penta. And we already knew what was going to happen there. Penta's IC champion. A lot of people happy about that. A lot of people happy with his performance. I thought he hit a killer.
The Mexican Destroyer off the ropes.
That was
banging,
a nice
bro.
move. Yeah, that was nice.
And shout out to El Grande Americano for taking that as well, because it takes two to tango, and he really took that in very well.
Yeah. Danhausen out and doing his promo off air on TV, going out to the ring.
Peddling his merchandise.
Yeah, cutting a little promo, which ended up only being him peddling his merchandise, giving out a few free shirts, but in return asking everybody to buy and spend their human money on his shirts because it's the #1 seller on WWEshop.com. So go ahead and do that.
Now, this comes about 2 years too late, but
we're gonna
the
skip
Judgment Day.
Oh yeah, the Judgment Day. Yeah,
the Judgment Day imploding, my man.
Wow. Wow.
The only thing I didn't get about this, I mean, Stevie Wonder could have seen this coming, but like,
Okay.
the only thing that I did not agree with this is that Finn Bálor came out to confront Dominic Mysterio, who was berating him, and Finn Bálor said, "Oh, you can't, you always take the cheap way out." Da 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 da.
Yeah.
He turned away and then did the Pele kick on Dominic.
Well, as soon as I seen him turn away, I'm like, do the fucking Pele kick. Do the fucking Pele kick. And pop. Yes.
But then when Dominic and I'm Team Finn with this one. I can't stand Liv Morgan. But when Dominic and JD and Liv and Raquel all jumped on him, then Michael Cole was like, why are they doing this? He was just trying to show tough love. It's like, Finn attacked first. Like, this is just all part of the whole beatdown thing, man.
Yeah. I was very happy that they all joined in. Like, that's what I needed to see. Like, Liv, Raquel,
I like a group thing. I don't like one-on-one. I like groups.
Like, it was a good gangbang. I mean, a good,
bang gang. I got you.
Group beating, faction beating of one, a jump out of the Judgment Day, and now what we have left is there's only one original member, well, not even, of the Judgment Day left, if you want to count Dom. That's it. Since Adam Copeland took it to the edge too far, and he was banished to AEW. Yeah. But I really liked the fact that they all jumped in and all kicked them. Liv was doing her thing and all that. But I will have to say, I will have to remind you that you had predicted that Finn had took the hotel key and was going to end up hooking up with Liv Morgan and taking her from Dominic. Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
I mean, things change, writing on the fly, but I still think that's going to be incorporated in the storyline. Could you imagine that when like they have a face-to-face and he's like, this is my mamacita. Oh, yeah. And he holds up the fucking
the
hotel key.
He takes that. Maybe you did. I bet she didn't tell you when this happened. Yeah,
I still got the key.
Bet she didn't tell you what happened with that hotel room key that night, that you were missing the hotel room key, Dom. Yeah.
I had to swipe it in her ass crack to get in the door.
Yeah. She kissed my Blarney Stone, Dom. Oh, man. Judgment Day is no more. The beginning of the end for the Judgment Day, or as we know it,
do you think
another iteration of it.
Did you ever notice JD McDonough's first initials are JD? Does that stand for Judgment Day, or I've always tried to figure that out. I'm like, is that just a clever
JD
way
before that?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
All right, cool. Main event time. Femi beat Rusev.
Yeah, Femi.
I love Femi, bro. I fucking love Femi, dude. He just got it, bro. Bro. He's got the whole thing, man.
He's got the whole package. He's unstoppable. Shout out AJ Galante talking about how Ahmed Johnson was his favorite. We talked a lot about him in the past. He reminds me a lot of like Ahmed Johnson, but bigger. And I would assume all the wrestlers say he's probably better, because there's not a lot of wrestlers, Hall of Famers and all such, Triple H and all them, that say very, very highly things about Ahmed Johnson. Apparently, he was not liked very much in the locker room or by anybody. Yeah, from what we've heard now. But nonetheless, respect Ahmed Johnson, because he was a part of our childhood and great. But yeah, Femi reminds me of him, just even more crazy. And
the crazy eyes
mixed with Brock Lesnar, like mixed with Rusev, mixed with all these giant guys. Like, he's got the athleticism, the crazy eyes. He's got the crowd behind him. He's got the look. Now we got to see if he's got the charisma and he's got the mic skills, and how far that's going to take him, if it's like truly main event status, or if it's just going to be mid-card, giant Braun Strowman taking people out and just giant versus giant type of things. That's yet to be seen.
I think he's got a bigger upside than Braun Strowman.
Okay.
And Braun Strowman was even WWE champion at one time. So
that's true. Yeah. At different time.
He just got the it factor, bro. I hate the A word that people use, but I'm gonna use it here. He's got the aura, bro.
Aura.
When those lights go down, when the lights go down, the green comes up, and he's just doing the whole. It's just
and then after he wins, he's like doing some weird surfing standing thing over the guy with the lights. Yeah, he's got a great entrance, and he's like a
hero. But like the influence that he's got, because I work with a guy from Nigeria, and this guy doesn't like WWE whatsoever. Like doesn't watch it, doesn't follow it, whatever. But I said, hey, have you ever heard of Oba Femi? He's like, oh yeah, and he like knows all about him. Like he like knows all about him. Like telling me like the whole like thing. I'm like, oh wow. I said, really? And like he's like hero status in Nigeria. So like. It's like, oh, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool, like, that's like far reaching like that. Because they don't get a lot of Nigerian people that come to WWE and become a megastar, So it's like he's got like a whole country like backing him up, you know what I mean? But I think he's got a lot more, he's got charisma. I think he's like natural in the ring. I don't know. I really enjoy him. I really enjoy every time he's in the ring on my screen. It's like, I like legitimacy in pro wrestling. I never liked when Kane fought Rey Mysterio. I just don't. It just isn't. I just get taken out of it because of I can't suspend my disbelief. But like, you look at Oba Femi, like realistically, who would ever beat him in like an actual fight? Like
Brock Lesnar.
That dude. You think?
CM Punk.
Okay.
Combat Jones.
Okay. All right. Sounds good, bro. We got a list of 3. Let us know in the comments who would beat Oba Femi in a real fight. And don't just say yourselves, you dirty bastards. All right. Now I know you want I want to hear what you got to say about this, because we had the main event was a 13-minute talking piece from CM Punk. And he had some unlikely visitors in the ring with him, but I'll let Combat Jones take it away because he's already got a wet spot in his panties because I said CM Punk's name 3 times.
Oh man, what, I feel like I'm at the strip club and I got a wet spot on my jeans. No, God.
That wet spot's not mine. Yeah.
No, you never know. Woo, yeah. It was interesting. Punk first came out, and I was starting to think this promo is not that good. I don't know where he's going with this. Like, you're gonna have to bring the fire somehow. And then they hit the Uso music, and I was like, okay, here we go. This is what we need. This is getting interesting. Now I'm invested, because the Usos came out hot and heavy, and they wanted an apology. They were fired up. They made me believe. They looked pissed off. They did everything they were supposed to do and more. And Punk wasn't. Punk really wasn't going to apologize. Let's face it. Like, he really wasn't saying sorry when he said sorry. Like, I already knew it. I could already tell. And they were just setting themselves up for failure. Like, he might have set himself up for failure too. I don't think he gives a damn at this point, because he's willing to cross the line. And that's his intentions at this point, is to piss everybody off and cross the line. And piss off all the Roman Reigns dick riders out there, all the OTC people. But CM Punk told no lies whatsoever. Tell me when I'm telling lies. No lies were detected. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong, because first of all, I gotta say, this 5-minute interaction, 8-minute interaction, whatever it was, between the Usos and CM Punk, I liked Jey Uso in this little segment more than I liked in the whole 2 years he was main event Jey Uso.
He went back to being the fire of
it was real,
the Bloodline,
bro. Real,
like he was at the end of the Bloodline story.
Yes,
he was pissed off.
And it was just,
finally,
it was mad, dude. It was real, bro, and like. And you could feel it, like the real kind of animosity there, even though it was kind of maybe
apologize.
Yeah, and then he had like the crazy eyes.
Yeah,
And he had that whole thing going on. And then Jimmy took the microphone, and he was the voice of reason. Like, I'm gonna slow it down and tell you really quick why we're upset and why you need to apologize. And like, it was very calculated. I really liked the back and forth banter here.
And then Punk told no lies and told him exactly why they've been screwed over and being manipulated by an even bigger egotistical asshole Roman Reigns this whole time. Like I've been telling everybody the whole time, Roman Reigns still hasn't changed since he lost the title to Cody Rhodes. He's exactly the same. The only thing that's changed is he got his sneakers taken from him, and then he got them back. He didn't even get the chili pepper necklace back. He didn't even apologize to the Usos back. He didn't even apologize to the Usos or his family or the fans. He just thinks he's the shit, and that's it. I don't give a damn about none of that.
Because Roman Reigns is real. He doesn't change who he is. This is who Roman Reigns is. You know who changed?
Who?
Is Softy Phil. Because he used to be the voice of the voiceless, and I don't really give a damn, and you know, I don't care who likes me, and he'd come out and he'd strut, and he was CM Punk, and he stood on business. Now he comes out and he panders to every crowd that he comes out to. He has a Seattle is best in the world shirt that they can all buy so they can cheer and sing his song when he comes out. And
he's
he has
the cult of personality. That's what he's supposed to do.
He's a corporate personality now, is all he is. What Roman Reigns is he is the head of the bloodline. He got the Ula Fala back, if you don't remember, from Solo Sikoa, and he is still the head of the bloodline. And you know what? The Usos are finally getting in line and finally seeing, you know what? They were kind of lost souls for these years while Roman Reigns was kind of finding himself and re-establishing himself on the island of relevancy and as the head of the table. And they all acknowledge, as you will, and everyone else will acknowledge, the tribal chief at WrestleMania when he captures the world heavyweight title from CM Punk, and there's not a damn thing none of the voiceless or bullshit Pepsi Phil can do about it. Because
this is what I'm gonna do. Roman Reigns is getting cursed for one.
Done.
This is gonna be me acknowledging Roman Reigns. Okay, the Usos already got it coming. Now you gonna punch Phil in the face? He had it coming. You seen him laughing his way off while he walked up the ramp. He don't give a damn. They fed right into his plan of what he's been doing this whole time. He's sowing the deceit. He's planting the seeds, and the Usos are going to end up seeing it too, because everything he said was a fact. Roman Reigns never apologized. He's still the same guy. And all the Roman Reigns and OTC dick riders out there that want to be in the crowd and be yelling, you know, he's pandering to a certain audience, and I don't even need to say it, okay? And then half of them are women. They just think he looks like Jason Momoa, and they just think he's attractive. I don't give a damn. Like, he ain't shit.
Well, I'm sorry that the head of the table and the most important person in WWE history doesn't look like a homeless, methed out CM Punk, because he is... He was
the voice of the voiceless. The voiceless or the voiceless. The voiceless,
well, guess what?
Being Roman Reigns' dead father. He was speaking for him.
Roman Reigns is the leader of men. And he makes sure that everybody, voiceless or not, follows him into the promised land. CM Punk just tries to cater to this little like misfit crowd that he's a part of.
He demands to be acknowledged.
I'm telling you right now.
Acknowledge this.
I'm gonna say when, not if, but when Roman Reigns defeats CM Punk for the World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania, our review episode, you're going to acknowledge your tribal chief.
I told you what I'm going to acknowledge.
You are going to acknowledge the tribal chief.
And not only am I going to do that, I'm going to drop some gems and some knowledge on you right now. Instead of acknowledge, I'm going to drop some knowledge on you and tell you exactly what's going to happen. And this is not a prediction. This is a spoiler. Okay. You want to, because he's talking about family. Who else talked about family as CM Punk brought up? The Rock, Roman Reigns, talking about Dusty Rhodes and all this shit. And his father, right? So you ain't gonna oxymoron, gaslight, double standard me into being a hypocrite, thinking that Phil's wrong about talking about the bloodline and the family tree. Chris Jericho, another reference, another week in a row. Lord have mercy. Hey guys, could you imagine the learning tree? Yes. So The Rock's gonna get involved. He's not going to like what Punk had to say. The Rock is going to get involved at WrestleMania and try to help Roman Reigns and it's going to end up backfiring. And CM Punk, Pepsi Phil will retain the title, and that will lead to Roman Reigns versus The Rock at the next WrestleMania. And
in
that's
Saudi
exactly
Arabia.
what's going. Well, if it's even there still, yeah. But they might have to relocate that one just like they did New Orleans. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah.
Time will tell.
If we're all here and to begin with, still
we're on some.
I guess
we're touching on some dangerous ground here. So.
Yeah. But that's what's going to happen. It has to happen at this point because everybody wants it. They've been talking about it for so long. If it's never going to happen, it's never going to happen. But if it's going to happen, the time has to be now, and it has to be next year with just how, old they're both getting. And people have wanted The Rock and Roman Reigns for so long. So I think it's got to be the time to do it. So that's what's going to happen. And it's all for the greater good. And, and CM Punk winning the title, it's just, he got to continue the title reign because that's what's best for business, and he's the voice of the voiceless, and nobody can touch him on the microphone. We'll see what Roman Reigns tries to bring up next week. We already know he's going to bring up Larry and AJ Lee and this and that and whatever else dumb shit he can think of and write down in the meantime. But all CM Punk needs to do is come out and speak his mind and come off a little something off the top of his head in the moment, and that's already better than anything he can do his whole career. So yeah.
Well, you know what? You can say that Punk is the voice of the voiceless. I say he's a punk for the punks. And this is what's going to end up happening.
Oh,
and
you're not a punk? You're not a punk.
Retired.
Okay, what shirt?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I've always Yeah,
you're emo now.
Hey, listen.
No, it sounds like you're going full emo, Hawthorne Heights on me now. Are you going full Taking Back Sunday?
I've never willingly listened to Hawthorne Heights, so I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, if there's one island that I do want to be on, it's the island of relevancy. Other one, listen, there's other people that were involved in that. I don't want anything to do with that. But the island of relevancy is somewhere that I want to be, and I'm going to be there because I acknowledge our tribal chief. Can you believe it, bro? Can you believe it? 2 years of being away, and it's going to be finally full circle. Everything's going to come back to Bloodline. Remember what Paul Heyman said about how we're only in the 3rd inning of the Bloodline story. This is where it picks up. We had the 7th inning stretch. We're back to it, baby.
Oh,
WrestleMania.
Okay. You think
Let's
back
go.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think the Usos are going to end up turning their whole thing around on it because they're going to understand and see what the hell happens. Not before CM Punk puts a knee right through both of their faces, though, which I'm pretty sure will happen before WrestleMania. And he'll probably get a 1D before that too, but we'll see. Some type of buffoonery is going to happen, and I'm all here for it, and I'm looking forward to WrestleMania. Not sure how many Raws and Smackdowns technically we have left, but a few more, 4 or 5, something like that, maybe 6.
5, 6 sounds good to me, buddy. Roll with it.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, so we're looking forward to WrestleMania. We're looking forward to SmackDown to see what happens with Cody to address everybody. I'm not sure kind of what's planned for SmackDown yet, but should be interesting to see how Drew reacts to this whole situation. If he goes after Cody or if he's just focusing on Jacob Fatu at this point, and then how Randy and Cody, the dynamic of that plays itself out. And then, of course, with CM Punk and Roman Reigns, his next scheduled event will be this next Monday night on Raw because it is penciled in just because he is a part-timer now like The Rock and John Cena was. So you can expect that for all the people that actually care, which there can't be too many out there. And if they do, they're not very bright. So I'm not going to cater to their bullshit, but yeah. Looking forward to it anyways, just to see how CM Punk can outdo him again, because CM Punk is, 3-0 on the Bloodline now in promos, besides taking a shot to the face, which is, sometimes you got to take a shot. You got to lose a little battle to win the war sometimes, psychologically. So it is what it is. And that's what's going to happen. And we're looking forward to it all. We appreciate everybody for watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to Ringside Renaissance, the best wrestling podcast in the world. Cheer, cheer, cheer. And we are, as seen on Netflix, Busted Open Approved, the original bad boys of the wrestling podcast world. And we are rated RR for Ringside Renaissance. That is the best co-host, the best tag team partner, the best friend in the world. Very deadly Jesse. Yeah. And I'm Andrew. Combat Jones. Yeah, click, clack. And you've been listening to the Ringside Renaissance Wrestling Podcast. And you are cursed if you don't like and subscribe.
You are cursed.